Okay, let's go ahead and get started there, everybody. Welcome back to another Strange Bro Gym stream. I'm your host, Strange Bro Gym, and today we're going to be getting back into our Conceptis Puzzles. I'm going to skip the coding session for today. Kind of arriving late on the scene right at the moment, so I figured let's just do, a couple hours of, an hour of the Conceptus, and then we'll do some video uploads, and then we'll do FF7 tonight. If I did, 3 hours of, uh, you know, working, coding Conceptus and video release, I'd get to around 6:30 at night and have to close it down by 9. It's like, yeah. Let's let's get let's have a little bit more game um, you know, game video tonight. So now, obviously, for those of you that might be watching this later on YouTube, you might not necessarily care about that. But I mean, if you want to, you can always try to catch me, when I stream live, and would always welcome the company along those lines. So, um, but yeah. So today we're going to finish off our Link-a-Pix from yesterday. They mentioned that it's supposedly an easy puzzle, but well, it has a lot of white space in there, which they haven't. They don't necessarily fill in with any kind of gray connections, gray links. So it's a little bit harder than the easy that they're talking about because have a lot of large numbers in there, which can get a little problematic when you have um, a lot of room to work with. So, and then later on we will, do the Fill-a-Pix. It is a medium plus. So we got basically, today, tomorrow, and Thursday to try to finish this one off. So we'll tackle that later on today. So, um, but let's go ahead and get back to our Link-a-Pix. Let me go ahead and bring this up, and of course, it's the window is not showing. Let's go ahead and fix that. There we go. So the problem that I have is like, right down here, you know. So, okay, so already, because we have our 19 needing to kind of go down to this 19 down here, that means these fives are going to have to connect that way. So, I mean, there's that. That's handy. Um, Now, obviously, we can't do anything along the lines of this because that would block the 19. So we can't do anything that way. But I'm a little worried about this because, um, I mean, the 17 is going to have to kind of go down this way, right? And then we have the 8, which, doesn't really have a lot of room, so we need the 19 to kind of, connect down that way as well. So I'm not really seeing a lot of room here. Did I somehow mess up on one of my connections earlier? Because, obviously, oh wait, hold on. There we are. Yeah. That was the issue. So obviously, we have our, 19 going on out there. Our 8 is going to have to kind of go up and down like so. Yep. 17. Hmm. Um. Okay. If we send them out this way, we're going to cut off these two 12s. So that's not going to happen. We're going to need to kind of go around. So, and maybe even do something like this. Which still leaves our 12s to kind of, um, some find the connection there. 3s are connecting there. 5s are connecting there. So is that good? That's good. Okay. Let's see. Move that guy up there. And obviously, that's not enough to make the full 19. So that is 17. And that's our 19. So 4s are connected and 7s are connected. There we go. So yeah, that one was a little irritating. Not gonna lie, but we got it done. So sometimes sometimes as just an FYI, sometimes you need that, you know, um, if you're struggling against something, or like yesterday, I was a little tired, so obviously my brain wasn't necessarily working as well as it probably could have. Um, so sometimes you just kind of need to take a step back and reevaluate afterwards. Okay, so don't be afraid to, um, take a break from these puzzles if you're like really struggling with them. Okay, especially if you, tackle some of the more difficult ones, such as the medium plus that we're about ready to go into here. Um, because it might get to that point where you're like, okay, what am I doing? What's the next step? How am I supposed to solve this? Sometimes you just need to kind of take a step back, relax, take a break, and then come right back to it afterwards because, um, you might have that like little glazed look over your face going, what am I seeing right at this moment in time? That kind of thing. So, okay, let's go ahead and get the window open so everybody can see the puzzle. There we go. Now, I don't see any zeros anywhere on the board, but I do see a few nines, not a lot, but still enough to get some work done. So let's take care of these nines here. And then we'll take care of this one here as well. There we go. So we're all done with the nines. There's no other nines anywhere on the board, so we can't really do much more than that. So okay, but this 7 is done, and this 8 is done. So there's that. There's really no other numbers like in this grouping right at this moment in time that like, you know, super works right at this moment in time, except for the 7. So the 7 already has 2 marked off as being blank, so we can fill in the rest for the 7 there. Um, hmm. But I'm not really seeing anything else that I can really do here, unfortunately. Hmm. Yeah, I'm not sure what I can do with this anymore. like I can try to figure things out a little bit, but I don't know if it's going to be absolutely correct, right? Like for example, this 7 has 2 that need to be missing. So there's only one block left in this 3 that's possible. Could be there, you know, which doesn't necessarily help out the 8, could be there, could be there. And there's nothing here that absolutely tells me where exactly it is at this time. So I don't know. Um, Obviously there's a lot of room for this 8 here. And same problem with this 7 as I have with that one. We can have that one block anywhere and it would just work. There's nothing, um, you know, so, um, you know, the 7 here could have, both being blank, or it could have one being blank, or one being blank, kind of thing. So I don't know about this 7 here. So, okay. We can at least fill in this 4 here. That's an easy one to do. Let's see, anything else that I see out here? Not really. Hmm. Okay, I will say one thing. This 7 here has the 2 blanks here, right? Well, this 7 here will also have the 2 blanks. So that means this here has to be filled in. So there's using your noggin a little bit. So that's helpful. Um, but again, not sure about everything else here. Hmm. The 6 has 1, so it still has like 2 more that it needs to miss, but I don't know exactly where it's going to be located at. Like the 2 could be here. If the 2 is here, then the 7 is going to be filled in as well, but again, I don't really know. Um, if it's there, then we'd only have 1 there and we can't fill in the rest for the 7. Okay. 2 over here. Hmm. I don't know. I'm not really seeing much at this time. Hmm. Okay, this one has to have 3 and 1 missing. So this one would also have to have like 1, 1 there and 1 missing. But this 3 could also have like complete, everything filled in. Like, this 5 could have like 2 here and then like 1 missing there, for example. but I don't really know. If there's like 2 here and 1 there, for example, then all those 3 would need would be just 1 more for this 4 here, and then everything else would be kind of isolated. But we don't really know, you know. We're not 100% sure about that. So, mm, okay. Um, Here's something to note. Um, if I do, um, oh, if I do like 1 missing here, or one missing on this row over here, right? That would mean I would have to fill in these over here, like completely, right? And then 1 more there for the 5. But that would mean that I would have to have double here for the 4, which doesn't work. We can only have 1 missing for the 5. So that means that we have to have, the 2 there, as a definitive. So we need to have 1 missing here, and the rest is 3. That means another 1 has to be missing over here. For the 4. So that would mean that we'd have 3 here for the 5. So we'd need at least 2 there for the 4. Hmm. If we do like the 1 missing there, then the rest would have to be filled in, which, wouldn't make this 4 possible. So once again, we're going to need to fill in that so that we can have 1 missing here and 1 missing there. Hmm. Okay, not sure what else I can really do about this, to be honest. I think I'm gonna have to hold off on trying to figure out this part even further because I don't think there's enough information for me to get to make a clear determination where that missing 1 is. You know, I'm gonna need some help with these numbers up here, I feel, to kind of help me out, with the rest here. So, um, hmm. There's one thing to note here. I need one of these here in these 4 to be blank. I can't have like double blank because that ruins the 8. So one of these has to be, one out of these four has to be blank, and that's it. Well, okay. It doesn't have it doesn't have to be blank though. Like I could do that and fill in the rest, and that would satisfy the 6. So it doesn't have to be blank either. Oh boy. But at maximum, only one of them can be blank in this. So, at least 3 has to be filled in. 3 to 4 has to be filled in there. But again, I don't know. Okay. Let me see about what else we can do here. Okay, we have 3 that we can do here. So one of them has to be blank. And we need another one that is also blank here for the 4. But we can basically do, something like that. Hmm. But here's the thing. If I do something like this to satisfy the 4 and the 3, this 2's done. But that would mean that I would have to fill in like more blanks around the 6, which doesn't work. So, we need to have at least one blank here. And it could have another blank there, matter of fact. Hmm. Yeah, I don't think I can have... I don't think I can have the blank here. Uh-oh. Oh, I didn't like that one. Hmm. I would have figured that that was a good one to pick. Hmm. Okay. This 8 and 2 here is a good indicator. Okay, because, you have an 8 that, pretty much has like most of them filled in, right? But obviously, I can't have like all of them filled in over here, so one of these has to be a blank. I don't know exactly which one right at this moment in time, but that also means that this 2 has all those blank. So that's definitive. So that's helpful. We can take care of that one. Let's see. Hmm. Okay, I don't think there's really anything else that I can really do about this one. Now, obviously, if I have the light blank there, then this 6 wouldn't have anywhere, the rest would have to be filled in there. I mean, the 6 can still work with that. Hmm, I don't know if I can figure out the rest there for right now. We'll have to kind of leave it alone. Hmm. Okay, obviously, I'm looking at the 3, 4, 2 over here. I can't do something like that, right? The 3 would be absolutely swamped. Can't really do anything there, right? Um, we could do something like that. You know, there's nothing else that the 3 could do. Then we just need one more over here, set aside the 2. Sorry about that. Um, Obviously, I can't do, 4 there either because of that 2. So, thing is that I could do something like that and it would also work. So, like, both, could be blank there, and, both could be, potentially, figured out. So, mm, I don't know if I can get a. I'm not sure if I can get a solution out of this one though. There's too many variables I fear for this kind of combination. And the thing is that I can have that right there, which means that there's nothing for the 3 over on this side in between, for the 1. So, so I don't think we can really do anything there. Okay, obviously for this 7 and 4 up here, we can have like, like the 2 missing down there, right? That that doesn't work because this 4 would be, 6 otherwise, right? So we need at least you know, 2 blank somewhere in the 6, right? For this 4, you know, we would need 2 of them that are blank. But I don't know which 2 though are at this moment in time. Not sure, right? So, if I need 2 here to make sure that this 4 is completely blank, for it to work, then that would mean that I would have to have this as completely blank for, the 4 to kind of work. I would also need to fill this part in for the 7, right? Let's go ahead and, blank all that out. So, because I don't know exactly where the 2 blanks are in the 6. It could be anywhere. It could be here. Um, it could be here. Or it could be here, or any of the combinations therein. So, it could be here. Um, I'm not sure. Let's see. Well, I need at least one there, which means this one here can't have anything there. I'm pretty sure that everything looks good. Yep, 0 errors. Okay. Mm, can't do that. I would need 2 blanks here in order for this 6 to work. Okay. I need 1 blank here. 2 blanks here. And 2 blanks here. Hmm. I don't know if I can solve that one. sure if we can really do much here. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of I'm looking at this and going, wow, I just don't see any great reveals here at this moment in time, or at least nothing that is like helping me cascade. Okay, obviously I can't do all three there. That won't work with five. So one, if not two blanks has to be in these three. Don't know how many needs to be there, but like one or two has to be here. So at minimum, one blank has to be at least in here. Well, well, I mean, both blanks could be there. So, this one could be like completely filled in. Um, and that would still work. Um, hmm. Okay. One thing that I will state, um, I can't have all these being blank for the five there. I can't do that because that would mean that this two here has to have those there, which wouldn't really work with the one. Okay. So, um, all of these being blanks is not possible. We can't, one of these is gonna have to be, you know, one or two has to be filled in. So, um, hmm, I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Um, So here's something that I need to be, I need to kind of mention. The 6 has 3 missing, right? If I did 3 missing here, then I would have to fill in everything else there, which wouldn't work for the 3. Okay? So, um, I would need to have at least 3 missing somewhere in the 6, you know. Because even if I have 2 missing here, we wouldn't have, we'd have too much. You get what I'm saying? So, 3 has to be in this 6, no matter what. That means that I need to fill in these. So, that's handy. Um, Now we just have one more left for this 5. Um, and the rest of them would have to be blanks. So technically we could still have this be complete blanks if I wanted to, but I don't know. I could have one of them there and, two, the other 2 blanks. So, not sure. Um, but obviously I can't have, all of them filled in because that would make that a 7. So, you know, that wouldn't work. Okay, if I have 3 filled in here and 3 blanks filled in, then that would mean that these would have to be blank. Yeah. Okay. I mean, again, it's not like concrete enough to help me out like completely. It's not gonna like help cascade into something more, but I mean, every little bit helps, I guess. Um, I could still have 2 here for the 6. Or, could have, you know, 1 missing here, but I don't know. Hmm. 0, 1, or 2. Actually, can't, um, 0 or 1 blanks. Don't really know. Okay. If we have both of these blank, then I would need to fill in all these. If I have one of them blank, then one of these has to be blank. But, one of them has to be blank. So one of these has to be blank as well. But that doesn't necessarily mean that, you know, like the 7 here is still missing one more blank. So it could still be over here, for example. I was half inclined on just filling these in, but no, I can't. Nothing definitive there. So, Oh my gosh. This was indeed a medium plus. Normally, when they give me like, zeros and nines to really work with, it can and typically cascade into others, but like, I'm not seeing anything here right at the moment. And that's a bit problematic. Okay. Let's look at this 7 and 4 situation over here. Once again, I can't do 6 here and then 2 blank over here. Can't do it. So once again, I need to have 2 blanks in this particular section, in this 6 here. Where? I don't really know. But one thing's for certain, I need them in here somewhere. So that means that this here has to be filled in. So that's interesting. Okay, I can't fill in, multiple here for the 7. So 2 of these could be blank. Well, 2 of them are blank. Because I can only fill in 1 more here with a 5. I'm doing it correctly, yeah? Yeah, okay. One of these has to be filled in for the 5. You know, I only have 1 left for the 5. So one of, that 1 has to be in here. So that means these 2 here have to be blank. So that's handy. So we have 2 here that are blank. That means this entire 7 here has to be filled in. Nice. Okay. And obviously with the 6, we have our, full 6 now, so we can fill these in. So there's that. The 6 can do 2 more there, and that 2's done. The 7 now has 2 blank ones, so we can fill in these. The 7 now has 2 spots for the blanks. Same for the 7 there, which means this 8 is good. We now have a cascade. Woohoo! Okay, so 5 is done. 7 is done. 7 needs one more blank. This 7 is done. That 7 is done. We have one more blank there, but we don't know which one. This 7 it has its 2 blanks, so we can fill in the rest there. This 4 is done. 7 has enough, well, needs one more. Has its blanks. This 5 needs 3 more. This 2 is done. This 5 needs 2 more. Okay, not much more we can really do there, I feel. This 2 is done. And this 5 needs one more. Okay, I just have one more left here, and the rest, and then I have 2 more to go here. That means this 4 is basically done. So all this here has to be blank. So there's that. This 6 has 3, so we can fill in the rest there. That 4 is done. Okay, this 5 needs 2 more, and then 1 blank. Blank could be down there, though. Okay, we just have one more here, and then 3 blanks. If 3 blanks are in this 4 set here, then I need 2 more there for this 6. So, because they kind of work together with 3 blanks, so not much I can really do about that right at the moment. So, I don't really see much more right at the moment. Okay, I need one more block here, and the rest of them blanks. And these 4 for the 3. Like I can have one more block there, the rest has to be blanks there, right? That means, well, this 4 is pretty much screwed on getting any additional blocks there, so its remaining blocks for this 4 has to come from over here. Which means this 3 is done. Okay. Are we good? We're good, okay. Not sure, not sure, not sure, not sure. Okay, yeah, I'm not sure. I was kind of trying to see if there was something here maybe that I could do. Like for example, like the 7, has 2 blanks, right? So I knew that I couldn't put like both blanks here because of the 6. There could be one. There could be one blank, or there could be no blanks. So I don't know. And obviously if I have like, this completely filled in, then that's fine. For the 4, we'd have to, 4 and 2, we'd have to like, cancel everything else out. Um, but there's, I'm not 100% sure about this particular area still. Um, oh boy. Okay. I'm already at that 1 hour mark there, folks. This one's definitely giving me a lot of trouble. Had a little bit of a cascade of solves, but that was kind of short-lived. Just kind of hoping for a little bit more. So we'll have to save the rest of this for tomorrow. Oh boy. You know, hey, at least, so far we're doing okay. And no, I don't want to show hint. So, okay, well, that's going to be it for this session of our Conceptis. I'm going to go ahead and close on down this session. We'll continue the rest of this tomorrow, so look forward to that. We'll have our video upload, in just a few minutes. But, I want to thank anybody that was just kind of lurking in the background. Didn't have any chatters, but that's fine. No worries. Still appreciate the lurkers. So you don't forget to hydrate. um, but if anybody is indeed watching this later on YouTube, Or if you're watching the live stream right now, like and subscribe would be fantastic. Um, you're welcome to check out the other playlists that I have. The different games that I've done, as well as the coding sessions that I've tried to do. So there's that. Feel free to check out the description for the multiple links that I have down below, such as Discord, Patreon, Throne. I got my stream team down there, Team Robot, available for anybody that wants to join in. If if you're a streamer, you know, the group is kind of designed to try to help out streamers, but at the same time, I have it open for anybody else that isn't, and they want to just kind of, contribute some time. That's fine too. Um, you know, so feel free to, you know, fill out that application and send it in. Um, and then, I'll review and all that. So, um, but yeah, that's going to be it for this session of our Conceptis Puzzles. So thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. Hopefully I catch you next time. But until then, take care. Have a good night. Stay healthy. Stay safe. And I'll catch you strangers next time.